again. What's this truck doing? Hopefully I'll be able to see comments this time. Black SUV is, yeah, I think he's cheating traffic. Yeah. Nope. Hydrogens. So are people trying to comment again? Yeah, now that guy's on the opposite side of the road. Like, unbelievable. Alright, so... I'm not sure why the comments aren't showing up. Can you guys see each other's comments at least? I guess you guys can chat with each other and just enjoy the drive, because I don't know what else to tell you. not sure where I'm going after this. I'm just a split second away from honking. Recently paved this, which is nice. Oh, we got some heavy raindrops now. Not as heavy now, but there's a bunch of water on the ground. Aggressive Civic here. Doesn't seem to realize. 3. And then somewhere I'm gonna just turn around and come back. Go back up. It's too bad I can't see your comments, but this road is very wet. Why don't I go to Route 120? That stadium right there, that's MetLife. That's where the Jets and the Giants play. Really cannot decide where they want to go. Loop-de-loops. So that right there is a mall. I think it was supposed to be the new biggest mall in America or something like that. It took like 12 years of not being able to do anything. Then they finally finished it in like just a couple of months before the pandemic. And so it was like, so it was like, it took that long to finish, and then as soon as it finished, they had to close it down for the pandemic. So I'm not sure where it stands now. I'm sure it's open. Everything's open now, but just the timing of it all was very ironic. This road is so wet. Oh, big puddle. don't usually use this road very often. I used it a few times while doing Uber. It's basically the only time that I had ever used it. For the most part. So it's interesting though, because it makes the MetLife Stadium feel a lot closer than you realize, because you would think that you have to take the highway, like the turnpike and stuff, but like no, you can get to the stadium just by taking this back road, and it still doesn't take that long. I've never been to the stadium. I've only ever picked people up after games and concerts. But I've only done that a couple times because I found it wasn't really worth it, because you gotta wait for so long for you gotta like wait in your line, and you gotta like wait for your person, and it just takes so long to find the person, and a lot of times you cancel or they cancel because you just can't find them. There's supposed to be like a set up area where you pick them up, but it's like so hard to get there, and there's so much traffic, and then the ride is like not that much money, so you just wasted like an hour to make like $13-15. It's like so stay on your side there. Yeah, there's something, I mean, I do miss doing Uber. There's a lot of things I miss, and there's a lot of things I don't miss. Hello, Mr. Jaywalker. Okay, I'm gonna turn right here. Things I don't miss are things that like you feel like you spend a lot of time, don't make that much money, like waiting and waiting. I don't miss people who would try to bring their kids in without their car seats. It was so anxiety provoking for me, because it's like legally I have to say no, but it's so awkward to say no, because it's like I'm not very confrontational at all. So to tell somebody no, it's like and then when people try to fit too many people into the car, you gotta say no to that as well. And I've had people get angry at me for that. It's like, well, I'm sorry. It's like, I can only seat as many people as I have seat belts. That's the law. And I'm the one who get the ticket. So, what else do I not miss? I don't miss how often you would end up in rough neighborhoods. Like, it was fairly frequent to end up in a less than desirable neighborhood. And then for me, especially at night, I didn't feel comfortable being in that area, so I would turn off the app, and then I would drive out of there as far as I could. So that's like, money lost driving out of that area. And then a lot of times, right away, the next ride would be right back to that area. It's like, you gotta be kidding me. So a lot of nights I would just waste a whole bunch of time just driving to and from that location. I don't I don't miss the passengers who smelled bad, the ones who just come in the car smelling like cigarettes or weed or alcohol. I mean, at least they're not driving under the influence, but but there's a lot of stuff I do miss about driving Uber. Is, I got to meet a lot of great people, a lot of fun conversations. I got to see so much of New Jersey that I'm not even from here. Like, I'm from Canada, and I've probably seen more of New Jersey than a lot of people who lived here their whole lives. That's not how you turn there. There's a whole turning lane back there. So anyway, I got to see like so many areas of New Jersey that most people who are born and raised here probably have not seen. I got to like learn like the ins and outs of a lot of New Jersey roads and highways. at towns and cities, shortcuts, stuff like that. I also enjoyed, the flexibility, being able to turn the app on and off as I pleased. If I felt like I needed a break, I could just park somewhere and decompress for a little bit, go to the bathroom. Always so slow on this road. So this is the road that I started from. So, and Uber's taught me those things too. Like I was able to make a complete circle and ended up back on the same road as I started from when I started this stream, and without using a GPS. That might not sound all that impressive, but it's just another example of something that I learned through the years of doing Uber, and things that sometimes I wish I could go back, but honestly I don't know if I will, because even now that things are starting to open up and people are getting, the pandemic seems like it's there's still some cases that are surging sometimes, and it's like I'd rather not be that close to somebody in my car. The only thing now maybe is if I get some sort of barrier in between the back and front seats, but that's is it worth the effort? I don't know. We'll see. Right now we're still living upstate New York, so I've been doing the food delivery up there, which is a nice compromise. I don't have to have people in my car, but I can still get paid to drive. So that's that. As far as the channel goes, I'm gonna try tonight to see how much New Jersey footage I have. I might have enough. Let me think here. I don't know if I've got any more yeah, I got a little bit, so it's probably not enough for a whole episode, but we are here in New Jersey for the next 2 weeks, and on Saturday we're heading down to Long Beach Island, which is also New Jersey for those who are not familiar, and we're going to be there for a week. I don't imagine doing much driving down there, but I caught a few clips last year, so there might still be some fun clips from Long Beach Island. So if anything, there should be another New Jersey clip within the next 2 weeks. And as far as New York State clips, I think I have 2 or 3 in the bank right now. I was just waiting for a good time to upload them. Maybe tonight I'll take a look and see if I can upload, or maybe schedule. New York City. If you guys recall that real-time drive I did a couple of weeks ago, and if you watched it, you saw that there were some bad driving clips in it. So I've compiled about 6 minutes of bad driving in New York City from that. I would like it to be a little longer, so I'm not sure. I might end up going back into the city this week at some point. I'm trying to work something out with Urban Jersey drivers. I'm not sure if we're gonna end up going into the city or if we're just going to be driving in New Jersey, but if we go into New York City, I'm sure we'll catch enough for me to complete the next episode of New York City. Yeah, I'll stop for that. I guess I could have made it, but pickup did. Anyway, so I got so as I said, I got 2 or 3 New York State clips, videos in the bank. I'm gonna see how much New Jersey footage I have later. What else do I have? Oh, I plan to make a time lapse of the Garden State Parkway when we're heading down to Long Beach Island, because that's basically the highway we take all the way down. So it's about a 2-hour drive, and we'll be on the parkway for about an hour and a half of it, probably. So I'd like to make a time lapse of that, because I think that'd be interesting. You get to see like all the whole different areas of the parkway and how the scenery changes from area to area. You know, you go through the area up here where it's a little more dense, and then you go down into the area near Newark, and they call it the Oranges because there are like four cities with orange in the name, all in the areas like East Orange, West Orange, South Orange, and I think there's actually the city of Orange as well. But I don't think there's a North Orange though. And so you get that area is probably the most dense, I think. And then you got the area, I think it's the widest bridge in the world. At least it was last I heard, the widest bridge in the world. There's like, so you got the Parkway, and then you got Route 1, and I think maybe you got Route 9 as well, and they're all like side by side with each other. So this bridge is massive. It's like, I don't even remember how many lanes wide. I'm just saying something like, well, even in the Parkway itself, it's got like 6 lanes each way. And then you got the other 2 highways that are alongside it, so it's massive. So that'll be something else interesting that you'll get to see in the time lapse. And then as you get past that, you end up with just like trees, because you're getting away from the high density areas, and that's basically how it is all the way down to the exit that takes you to the shore. So I look forward to making that time lapse. I can't wait. Like Saturday, my daughter, she's 3 years old, and we're counting the number of sleeps until we go. So that's the way my parents did it with me, because when you're getting ready for something and you're excited for something, counting the days, I feel you can kind of get confusing, because do you count the day that you're in now, and then do you count the day of as well? So my parents figured just counting the number of nights makes it easier. So my daughter today was like, do we have 5 sleeps until we go? I was like, you're right. Okie dokie. I will be ending the stream in a couple of minutes. It's been nice. I have no idea what you guys have been saying in the chat. I'm gonna see if I can look at the chat later and see if the comments pop up for me, like in the live chat replay. But it's been fun anyway. I hope you guys have enjoyed hearing me just ramble and not answer a single one of your comments because they're not showing up. Okay, Mercedes, what are you doing? That was my attempt at a Scottish accent. Let's see. Alright, it seems to indicate we can 3-hour parking area. Except Sunday. Okay, we're good. It's a Monday. I'm just pulling over to end the stream anyway. So guys, thank you. Oh, you know what? If I can get away with it. Look at this. This Acura's got their high beams on. I flashed, but they didn't seem to get the message. I might do a live drive down to the shore. That's an idea. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll catch you next time.